Hi, and welcome to Paper Root Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm working on a layout for the 30 Days of Sketches from Christie's Beautiful Life, and I'm using Calvinball Prompts to decide what goes on my layout. So for today's layout, we have this sketch for Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and we are on day 11. And this one is by Natalie Turcotte. So Natalie Turcotte hand drew a beautiful sketch for us today, and it has like this, I don't know if this is meant to be like torn paper or whatever, but I decided to go with this cut file because I'm also doing Scraptember's Weekend Crop challenge number 5, use a cut file, which is sponsored by COPA Cut Files. COPA stands for Confessions of a Paper Addict. So I will have the Scraptember Girls, which is the Scrappy Sisters, Katie and Jessica, and I think that's who it is. Yes, it is. Scrappy Sisters, Katie and Jessica. They're from Australia. And so I'll have their stuff linked below, and then I'll also have Confessions of a Paper Addict linked below because they're sponsoring this particular challenge. So of course I'm also doing Calvinball, so we'll talk about that too. So I pulled this kit, it's like a homemade kit from my stash, and this was essentially a paper pad that I tore down and only kept the sheets that I thought I could use, and then got rid of the rest. And then I added to it, so I don't know if these are from the same collection or not, but they were certainly, like, this one definitely isn't, but it was a pretty close color match, so I kept that one in there. And then this one was a really good match color wise, and then this one too. So these ones came into my collection, I shouldn't call it a collection, my inventory, because I want to use it, not just collect it, right? So these sheets came into my inventory much later, and so I'm not sure if it was from this collection because I'd already torn down the paper pad and got rid of the packaging. So, but I do believe this one was a mind's eye also. This cut file, I wish I could tell you guys where I got it from, but the information for that was not attached to the file, which is really weird for me because I usually put when I save them and store them, I usually put who they're from, but I couldn't find anything. So it's very beautiful though. Whoever made it, if anybody knows, please comment down below. And then also in my homemade kit I had these things. So I have this like random little bit of like mirrored gold stuff, and I added that probably because it has gold in the collection, and that was probably something super random, but it fit in here. And then I have an alpha, which is this glitter alpha called Shimmer Stickers by Making Memories, and these are from 2007, so I'm not sure what the stick will be like, but we got glue. So and then I have these chipboard Belle Fleur micro chipboard shapes from Photo Play Paper 2019, so there's those. I have 2 sticker sheets. I had one Petticoats and Pinstripes a long time ago, I think during National Scrapbook Day, and I used it, but I had some stickers left over, so then I rehomed them into this kit. And so I have these. There's got a film strip, that's one of the Calvinball things, right? So that's kind of cool. There's definitely lots of pink in here. There's also green, and multiple alphas, so that's helpful. And then I had also added a couple of other sticker sheets. Not really sure where they came from. I think this one must have been bought secondhand because I don't recall ever using it, but there are some pieces missing. And I think this is one that I got in like a goodie bag from a crop or something. But they all kind of have similar feel, mood and feel, and definitely are usable in here. So those are the embellishments that were already attached to, or not attached to, but inside of the same homemade kit. So I will tuck these just under here. And then I printed my photos. So in the sketch we have a big picture here and 2 small pictures. And I wanted this one to be pretty big, so I printed it 4x6. And then I wanted these ones to be just like accompanying photos, and they are 2x3 photos. So I think we're gonna do something like that, because here where she has the pictures, I have this big floral cluster. So those are my photos. I need to print some journaling. I did set my date stamp to the date that these photos were taken. I grabbed a couple of rolls of washi that coordinate with the collection. I grabbed a stamp because that's one of the prompts as well, and I grabbed this stitching one, which has some floral stitched pieces, and it's got some other stitching elements there, so hopefully I can get a stamped stitch on my layout for a couple of points. I pulled some doilies, not sure if I'll use them, but I thought they were right there. I grabbed this vellum sheet because I thought some of these leaves might be pretty backed in a vellum paper, depending on what my background is going to be. And then I also grabbed a template. I was thinking of maybe using this chevron right here and masking off the rest, or this is hexagon. Hexagons has also been added to the list, so I might use this. And I pulled this Tattered Rose Distress Oxide ink for the stenciling. So, and that's about as far as I got. I also, yesterday, because you know I have nothing else to do, just kidding, I'll sleep later. I have this. So this is basically, it was just like my acrylic pieces because acrylic was added to the list, and so I pulled it out. But then I was looking for, keys was added today, so I went looking for, I knew I had some of these various kinds of key elements. And so I went looking for those and thought, you know what, because there's some blank spaces in here, I'm going to throw some Calvinball prompt sort of things in here. So I got trees, I got stars, I got hearts, I got music notes because that was added also. And then I also have, I don't know why this is over here, weird. And then I also have, in here there are keys and glasses because that's on the list now. And a flamingo because that's on the list now. And I think that's it, keys, glasses, flamingo. And so just to have something right close to me that's super easy to access, just like I pulled the vellum and that sort of thing so that it's nice and close. What else? I think that was everything that I pulled for the prompts so far. So I am going to pause the camera and start putting my layout together, and I will pop back in when I'm ready to talk. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, so I hope you can't hear the plethora of background noise that's happening here. Some guy's got a snowblower outside, the washing machine's running, the dishwasher's running, my family's playing a game downstairs, anything could happen. But so hopefully it goes okay and it's not too distracting. So here is my completed layout for today's 30 days of sketches. And I feel like I did all right staying with the sketch. I was inspired by by this square thing with the pictures in the corner, and I thought this cut file would do that for me. So like I said, the sketch was part of my inspiration. Also the challenge 5, using a cut file for Scrap Timber Facebook group, and then Calvinball as well. So I got, when I was backing the cut file here, okay, so this layout took way longer than it should have. So I backed the cut file, but I tried to do it in all different kinds of pink and ended up looking really inappropriate, shall we say. So anyways, I took it apart and redid it. Thought for a minute I was going to have to recut the cut file because there was glue and scraps of paper all over, but I ended up salvaging it and just putting this pink patterned paper in, and I think it turned out really cute. So yeah, so I backed the cut file and I did some stenciling and then I put it all together. So the title of my layout is It's a Girl. And this was another thing. I used this rub-on piece as part of my title, but I found it really hard to read, so then I added some letter stickers. And yeah, that was another thing that took longer than it should have. But anyway, let's see where I ended up with my Calvinball points. Let me get a pen and my notepad here. So I did not count up my points for like posting and stuff, so I'll do that after, but we'll see where I got just with the layout itself. So star, yes, I have 2 little stars right here. Die cut, well, yeah, the whole thing was a die cut basically. Striped paper, I'm going to count this as striped paper. Although it's like weirdly striped, I still think it's striped. Use a stamp. So yes, I used a stamp for my date right here. And I also used this stitched stamp. Let me see it. From Close to My Heart. And I ended up using this one here. And I just did a little bit in the corners, so it doesn't have to be like a ton. Wasn't super happy with the color I picked. It looked different on the swatch, but I think because I stamped it on a cream color instead of a white and also on top of the pink, but that's okay. It still looks fine. It's not so much of it that it was needed to be covered up or whatever. So stamp, yes, got that. Use a stencil, yep, I used this dot stencil in the background there, in both corners, and it kind of went with like the sketch too, right? Like you can see those dots here and those dots up here. So use a frame. Well, this looks like a frame to me, and also there are frames in the film strips. Clean desk between projects. Yes, my desk is actually already clean for my next project because I had to wait for my family to go downstairs before I started recording. They're so loud. I love them, but they're loud. Yeah, clean desk. Heart. Yeah, I do. I put a little acrylic heart here and a little acrylic heart up here. And those were just like laying on my desk from something. I don't know. I shouldn't say just laying on my desk. They were inside of this little thing that I collect all my little bitty pieces with when I finish and put things away, and then things are not, they either fall in the carpet or, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the table like that, make you dizzy. Okay, hearts washi. I got 2 little pieces of washi, and I actually took this roll of washi, where is it? And I like, so it's like wider than what is shown here, but I like took the strip that I wanted, and then it seemed kind of big, and so, and I also wanted like the torn part to be like lengthwise, so I just tore it in half and put half here and half here. So that's my washi, and maybe you can see it up close on here. There's hexagons on there, so that'll come up later. So washi, yes. So a star, just want to make sure, star die cut, striped paper, stamp, stencil, date, frame, clean the desk, heart, washi. Yes, okay, 10. Gold, yes, there's gold on this label piece here. Kind of looks like it's not gold in the camera, but it is. And then I used that little gold tag that was in there. So gold. fussy cutting, well, every little piece that I backed the cut file with had to be fussy cut. So I'm counting that. Handwriting. So this stamp that I used for my date, it has Heidi Swap's handwriting on it, so I'm counting it. I'm learning from these Calvinball girls. Handwriting, polka dot pattern. Yes, my stencil was a polka dot pattern. And titles with 2 or more fonts. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 fonts on there, so that definitely counts. And a circle right here. Doily. Yeah, I got a doily right there. Cloud. Yes, my clouds are going to get me some points. So I used this Lawn Fawn die, and I took the teeny tiny one. We'll talk more about that pretty soon. So yes, cloud. Memorabilia, no. Butterfly, yes, right here, butterfly. Torn paper. I didn't tear the paper, but I tore the washi. I don't think that's the same thing, is it? Yeah, well, I'm gonna count it. It's paper tape. I'm going with it. Bling or rhinestones. Yeah, I got some little rhinestones on here. And arrows. I got a couple of little wood veneer arrows on there. They're super tiny. I got those at the Dollar Tree. Or no, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think so. I love them. I'm probably almost out of the arrows. It came with like a bunch of different shapes, but the arrows have been very popular in my scrapbooks. Label. Yes, I typed up my journaling onto my label, and I just typed it up with the text box the same size as the label, and then printed it out, and then taped this down on top of the printed part, and then printed it again. So there's that. Label. Avocado, no. 3 or more photos. Yes, I got 3 photos on there. Rainbow. No rainbow today. Banner. Nope. And mushrooms, no. Viewmaster, no. Dry embossing. Okay, so this is where my clouds come in again. So the paper that I used for my clouds is dry embossed. It's got like a Swiss dot on there. So, point. Ribbon, no. 3 or more patterned papers. 1, 2, 3 right there. 4. Complete an unfinished project, no. Christmas, no. Hexagon, yeah, we talked about the hexagons on my washi. And branding strips, no. Books, no. Musical symbols, no. Flags, no. Inking, yes, I definitely did some of that. Watercolor, no. Key, I got a key on here, so that's new today, the key. And enamel dot. So I got enamel stars on there, so I'm counting that. And then green, yes, my leaves are all green, various mint colored greens. Use a punch, so I punched these extra leaves that are not part of the cut file. And film strip, I used a sticker film strip from that homemade kit that I had, and I cut it in half and used it in 2 places on my layout. Typewriter font. Typewriter font. No, I don't think so. No. I was trying to remember what font I used, but it's like called Giraffe or something. And vellum. Yes, my punched leaves are vellum. And they are from this like leftover scrap here. I've seen in a few of my videos for this series. Leftovers, yes, we just said leftovers, so that counts too. Feathers, nope. Metal, yes, the key is metal. And QR code, no. Stitching, yeah, we talked about how there was like this stitching line here, but also this die, this cloud die, leaves like a little stitching thing around the clouds too. So there we go. put away 5 layouts. I'll do that at the end of the month. Use a sketch. Yeah, here's my sketch right here. Disney, no. Dinosaur, no. House, no. But I did find some wood veneer houses that I was like, I should take these out. Birthday, no. Floral patterned paper. Yep, this pink one is a floral pattern. If you can't, it's kind of a cream floral on there. A camera. I did pull out a camera and I tried to put it on here, but I didn't like how it looked, so I put it away. And I don't know if I just don't have the right camera, but I ended up being like, you know what, this is too hard and I'm trying too hard. Chevron. So my stencils, I did the dots and then I did a chevron one too. So I got chevrons and dots on there. Pink, definitely lots of pink on here. Hedgehog, no. Tree, no. Sun, no. Glasses, no. Snail, no. Wood veneer, yep, my little arrows are wood veneer. And rocket ship, no. Ticket, no. Winter, no. Airplane, no. Baby, well, she's a baby, she counts. And multi-challenge project. Yes, I'm doing 3 challenges. I'm doing Calvinball, Christie's Beautiful Life, and Scraptember. Turtle, no. Dimensional adhesive, yes, I popped this up on Dimension, and this little cluster right here, the tag and the flare are on dimensional adhesive. Acrylic and acetate. Did I use an, oh yeah, I used acrylic hearts right there. A bee, no. A penguin, no. A flamingo, no. And a gnome, no. Those were all very specific, are they not? Okay, so finished layout for this project, 12 by 12, and I really am happy with the way it turned out. And I am loving that this monthly challenge is giving me reminders about what I have and making me go into my stuff and look for things. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 47, plus whatever I get for like making a process video and posting. And I might have time today too to comment on some people's layouts and stuff, so that would give me extra points also. And I will add my points at the end of the day. What else? I think that's it. I'm really enjoying this series. I hope you guys are too. And if you would like to leave a question or comment down below, I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. I hope you all have a very great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.